I'm joined by another legend in our show business and certainly one of the best in the business, and he doesn't need any introduction, Conal Gallen. First of all, would you like to congratulate the Conquerors on their 50th birthday?
Not really. I'm only joking. I'm only joking. I know it's brilliant because they're my favourite outfit. They are, and not alone are they my favourite band. They're my favourite people. They're the nicest guys I've ever worked with, and I'm not joking you. They are, and I mean I remember dancing to them 50 years ago. Actually, my grandfather remembered dancing to them. I know, but no, they're terrific, and they just keep getting better and better. What more can you say?
And can you remember the first time you met them?
Oh, jeekers. It's the last century anyway, that's for sure. Definitely, somewhere in the 90s or the 80s maybe. I'm lucky because I danced to a whole lot of people, and now they're my friends. I never thought that would happen, so I'm honoured to call them as my friends now.
Of course, you're a hugely successful comedian here in Ireland. As I said at the beginning, one of the best in the business. Tell us one of your favourite jokes, especially for the Conquerors and our viewers.
You didn't. By the way, this isn't rehearsed. Only after hearing that. My favourite joke's about the Conquerors.
Well, one of your favourite jokes of all times, especially for the Conquerors.
Oh, Jiggers, one of my favourite jokes.
That you do on stage.
One of my favourite jokes. Every week you see you have a different favourite joke. One of my favourites that I always love telling is about the Dublin man who was driving around in Mayo, and it was a frosty morning, and the car skidded and it slid into a shock. Is that what you call it? Do you call it a shock? A shock.
That's right.
And slid into the shock, and he couldn't get it reversed back out again, and he didn't know what to do. And then down the road comes Murphy walking down with one of them big, them Clydesdale horses, the Budweiser, the ones with the bell-bottom trousers, them ones. And he come down, you see, and the Dublin man went over. Jim, great to see you. I'm a bit of a problem here. I'm stuck in the ditch. Can't get the car out. He says, any chance you get a tractor and pull me out? And Murphy said, no need for a tractor, boss. No need. He says, Benny here, the big horse. Benny will do it, no problem at all. Right. So they got a rope and they tied it to Benny and they tied it to the back of the car, and then the two boys stood back. And the farmer says there, and he looked over at Benny and he says, right, Fred, pull. And Benny never moved. He says, right, Geraldine, pull. Benny never moved. Come on, Danny, pull. Benny never moved. He said, come on, Benny, pull. And then Benny pulled the car straight out onto the road, just like that. And the Dublin man was delighted. Said, thanks very much, that was great. Tell me something, why did you keep calling the horse all the wrong names? Oh, jeez, I'll tell you. He says, I'll tell you what it is. He says, Benny is blind, he says, and if he thought he was pulling on his own, he wouldn't bother his arm.
Conal, thank you very much for joining us.